saw a tiger, now I understand. I saw a tiger, tiger saw a man. Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party.
Well, that was like the perfect intro, girl. So, if, you know, just saying rest in peace, Toby. I mean, I'm not gonna play and sugarcoat or play Mr. Dramatic. I liked a couple of his songs, like that one, because beer. So, if he was here right now having a beer with me, he'd, I got one for me, one for him. Red Solo Cup, this one won't do. Let's have a party. I mean, he's not here to drink his, so I'm not going to let it go to waste. Jolson, at least this one won't gurgle and burp beer in my face. Oh, personal favorite. Just something about those added curves. It's like a drift car heading into them curves. Red Solo Cup, you give me copyright infringements. Wonder how many times today that song's being played. Yeah. Ah, look at that. Bad. Just look at that head, huh? Oh yeah, we're like 2 fingers deep into the head. She knows it. Well, maybe she went. Not saying she's a slut, but just saying. Okay. So, day 1. I know. I don't really care. I haven't read a comment, haven't even popped open the beer I'm reviewing, but I know Pete is an impatient fuck, and if I make him have to find my comments throughout the whole video, like yesterday, brought down my pants, because I figured it was easier for show and tell than it, now, I have to say, of the different prototype holsters that I tried for Pete, this setup is actually working the best, and that little flange that he added there, I think helps to push the optics over. I don't know what in the hell the deal is with the optics in this gun. I don't know if maybe all of them do. Not really. Or if it's just that I paid a lot of money for this and just didn't want to see the glass writing on the belt. The thing is this one is positioned so that if it slips perfectly to where it's supposed to go, it ends up like this. The only thing that I could even think of, and I don't know if it would be uncomfortable or not, Pete, is if this side panel stuck up higher, then, I mean, this would have to be a completely like custom thing. You'd have to have that whole side stick up and go forward and roll into the front sight tube, or whatever you call it, you holster fucking bastard, you. It's the only thing I could think of to guarantee that as I reholstered, that it would pick the right path and not hit my pants or the belt in any way. Now, I have to say, first thing this morning, you know, 5:15 in the morning, and I'm already crabby because I'm up. it seemed like it just wanted to stop and hit right there. But then I realized, just like with anything, once the and by the way, I really liked the reholstering. Yesterday it seemed like, I mean, as you can see now, I mean, it's flopping around and it still slips right past. Like I said, just sometimes if you just use it for a couple of days, it seeks its happiness. I found that once the Baldor cleared the holster, I just kind of twisted it towards my body as I pushed it the rest of the way, and then it ended up like that. So I like this setup the best. It also, because this one is set at the FBI cant, it's pushing the optics right down inside there. So I just wanted to say whatever I said bad yesterday. Yeah, my only issue was and it was something that you could do with a hair dryer. I just happen to have a heat gun. Is that I opened that flare up a little bit more so that it cannot make contact with the soft buttons, because I'm sure over time, man, it would just wear right through those. Now it doesn't go near it. So Pete, bottom line is a big thank you. I like everything about this one best of overall. I think maybe this is helping. Like I said, the only thing that could possibly make a difference is if just this one side literally was like, kind of like the sweat, when you do the sweat shield, kind of like the shield for the optics. If this came like this and then did that little loop around, it would, there's no way my pants or my belt could make contact, because it's already pushing it out of the way. Your little fence-like area is making a difference, though. And I also appreciate the fact that I didn't say anything, but you did this one with the threaded thread protector. I like that. I mean, it also feels like that opening is because of that flare. If for some reason the thread protector came off, of course, I think it'd have to thread out far enough that it would actually stop the gun. It would hit that. But very cool. If you're experiencing any kind of an issue, just remember when you deal with a pro and somebody that he is the what do they say, the answers the phone, washes the baby bottles, and puts your final product into an envelope and sends it off to you. I mean, he is start to finish, and Pete is a true perfectionist. I really like the little molding that you did for the little wings for the charging handle that the VP9 comes with. But I don't know. Like I said yesterday, I hold nothing against having a little bit of an issue with this frickin' gun and this optics to Pete, because how in the hell every one of these has a different kind of a profile. Shit, the Trijicon, I don't like the way the Trijicon looks. The Trijicon looks like it's like this tennis racket sticking up, but some of these are a lot smaller, some of these are a lot bigger. I will say, as soon as I said that I was having an issue, the very next question that Pete asked me was, "It's a Holosun, isn't it?" I'm like, never told you it was a Holosun. So I don't know if I mean, I don't know. He's got it good. Like I said, the only thing I slightly did is just added a little bit of a flare right here. So instead of kind of coming in, it kind of opens up, and it's just, we're docking. Oh yeah. So day one, I really like this, and I was really shocked at how I never once struggled with reholstering. At least after I kind of came to the conclusion that as I felt the laser clear, all I did was kind of twisted it towards my body, and it cleared my belt. I mean, it could also be me. I'm my profile. I don't know. I'm more round, like a large garbage can. I mean, everyone's got. So that's another thing that Pete has to deal with is different sizes. It's like you get. What happens when a guy orders an outside the waistband holster and they're like super ass skinny? I mean, does that like pull the holster, making it so that the gun is not going to line up like it's supposed to? Me? We don't have to worry about that. But I do look forward to trying this exact setup with the outside the waistband holster, especially now that I don't give a shit if somebody sees the gun. Hey, segue. Oh, never mind. I already talked about that. The whole ploy of the latest Democratic libtard move is to try to mandate people like me who have a concealed carry permit that we have to carry $300,000 worth of liability insurance. If the government says that you have to have something like that, first of all, it's unconstitutional. Second, the insurance companies are going to go, they have to have this. So what would have been a $2 a month policy is now going to be $200 a month, especially if they're anti-gun libtard insurance companies. I mean, we are really past the point of just needing the scorched earth, 1776 part 2. So I just wanted to start off with that, so Pete didn't have to watch the whole video to get to the bottom line that this one at this moment in time, I have no complaints about it at all, other than the fact that if I was there with you and we were just goofing around, because that literally could be a little wall right there, and if it sucked, then you just cut it off because you have those skills. That's it. But being that last time I was anywhere near you, I fucking drove right on by. I was even waving the EMT rail fan and smile money. Fuck you too. On my way. Yeah, right there. So thank you, Pete. I like this a lot, and I highly, again, I will. Those little things, the little inside grippers that hang on your belt. This is not coming off of a regular belt. This is not coming off of your sweatpants. As you know, seeing how now that I have another one with these, so I don't have to keep switching back and forth. When I want to carry this with my jammies, I have one that has the steel clips. Oh, and Pete, before you go, you asked me to try to find you those specialty condoms that you need. I found a whole bag of them. I can send you. I mean, I don't know. This still might be a little on the large side for you, but I can get some off to you so you can figure it out. Oh. We could have used these for so Billy didn't have his freak out. Red Solo cup. Okay, what are we looking at? Her. After not having Bush for a while, the very first thing I think of after taking a sip of it is banana. So this is another one from a NIHAP. This is a West Coast style 3 times IPA celebrating their 11th anniversary. And of course, they made it 11%. Oh, look at those chesticles. This is St. Hubbins and a triple India IPA. Let's see. Drink as soon as possible in a clean, wide mouth glass. Store cold and upright. Unfiltered. Decant carefully. And they are evidently a single cut brewsmiths. And where are they out of? New York. Astoria, New York. And Clifton Park, New York. Okay. Okay, I turned it on its side. I better be careful so it doesn't blow up. So far, so good. Gonna put it in my favorite glass. I hate that it is my favorite glass. I've been using this a lot lately. Paul Hasman 440. It's amazing how when Paul had a job, he would catch all of the brew reviews, but now that he's retired and has more time, I never see him anymore. Either way, Paul's my big brother, and he got me this, and it is a true collector's item, seeing so some of their retarded customers, when they saw the name Cellar Rats Brewery, somehow assumed that they had rodents, and they were concerned. Jesus Christ. Some people are so fucking stupid. It's amazing that they can breathe without directions or a machine. Did you get the latest game for your see how much I'm a gamer, for your PlayStation? There, that's a machine. PlayStation. It's called Breathing 101. How libtard douchebag millennials have a game that helps them to actually breathe. So they actually, at this point in time, I wish they'd take the game away and just let them beep flatline, because oh, and that's also been in the news because of the big push to bring the minimum wage job price, you know, the starter job. Oh, that's right. These millennials want a career at McDonald's. So they need to get $21, $22, $23 an hour. And lo and behold, they announced that in these states that the minimum wage has had to go so far up that McDonald's and other places will be raising their rates once again, which is kind of shocking considering yes, absolutely. Minimum wage did not go up to that here in at least in Duluth, and yet I could go buy 2 Happy Meals right now and probably spend over $30. That's just my guess. Last person that I even talked to about this was Hector, and he was outraged how in something like 5 weeks the price went up 3 times. So, looks like beer. I am getting a little bit of a fruitiness, but I'm also getting kind of that hoppiness of like the fresh hops. Cheers. 18 minutes in. I don't care. Tell you what, if you're so pissed off, the next 30 minutes is completely free. Squeeze me. I'll have to let that burn in a little bit after wrecking it with Busch beer. It has a it's smooth, and it has a, I don't know, almost like, yes, holy shit, Sharky. Jesus Christ. Look at that. I've got drill bits that aren't as pointy as that. Yeah. Oh, I sliced up my tongue. I'm okay, going back in. Whoever posted that picture that I took, thank you. As several of you say when they see stuff that they really like, more of her, please. If that was you, Brad, oh, hang on. I have to. Oh God. Oh. You know what this is? This right here is it's a two towel scenario. You've got the towel one need right here. Then you got a little cool down period after her, and then right back in the. God. I don't even remember. See, I mean, not that this is terrible or anything. I mean, Pete would like this because she's got that Pamela Anderson-esque look. Except for not quite as slutty. I mean, as if Pamela Anderson was standing there, the bumper there'd be like this ooze running down the bumper from the last 5 guys that she met at Starbucks. It's like, yeah. It's like, this is... Then they... Yahtzee! There's like this sweetness. It's like, what is that? It's almost like when you chew like a bubble gum, and the flavor's kind of gone away, but it still kind of coats your tongue in some kind of a sweetness. Okay, red Solo cup, you fill me up. It's cold-hearted bastard. 2 thumbs up and 2 shots, followed by fucking Billy saying first, being wrong, and then he says the finger knows. Billy, you're second, okay? Don't get all fucking cocky. Or 8 now, just so you know, you gotta swivel around it in your office and scribble, I was first and this date off, you were second. Brad's girl. Oh. And she's not happy if she doesn't have just a tinge of the landing strip showing. Cold-hearted bastard, 2 thumbs up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You must have the same issues as me. I mean, they're always like even shots. Mama. Billy, I must butter 'cause I'm on a roll. Oh, he must be butter 'cause he's on a roll.
Warning, bullshit alert.
And
listen, you're being rude. You're fake news. You're fake news. Stop being rude. You're fake news.
Jolson, we don't need cowbell. Din says, yeah, cowbell like clapper is your dick, and the bell is the brew girl. I don't even... I mean, I don't want to come to any conclusions when it comes to Din, but... Yeah. Hey, Jeremy. Jolson, love me some Red's Wicked Black Cherry. don't know if I got. I'll have to look. All I know is I kind of did this at the cooler at the Quick Trip over in Soup Town, you know, because they're not vaginas over there in Wisconsin, eh? And I got one I was interested in was a sour blue Raz, but it wasn't. I don't think that one was from Reds. We'll keep it all as a surprise, right, Sharky? Sharky. Hey, look. After slowly going insane, I found the big mag, the one that I had thought about actually bringing that upstairs. The reason that it hasn't been up there up until now is because we have had issues with it. But the last time we shot, it ate everything. It was running low brass good, so I don't think I had found a problem. I mean, I took the gas system apart, made sure that all the little Ventures. Now, is it just me? But she looks a lot like the last girl, so I'm not saying that my brain has a stereotype look. But Brad, this one too. More of this. And of course, I'm always okay for her. She picks fantastic shirts. So yeah, like I said, I took the gas system apart and just verified that there wasn't any obstructions in anything, and I think I might have wiped it down and cleaned it. I originally didn't, my girl, talking about not Brad's girl. I originally didn't clean it for a while because, you know, it's kind of like when you break in something, sometimes you're actually looking for a little bit of abrasive to help you cut through issues. So, but I know since the last time it went out, I mean, I just know me and Sharky and the J-Dog, when we had it out last time, it was running everything. Probably have it out at least one more time before I decide if I want to move it to the bedroom. Right now, I have a small shoddy up there, pump, and sometimes the price of admission is worth, if you're sneaking through somebody's window and you hear that is the sound of your life clock clicking backwards quickly. That's the sound of inevitability. Jolson says Dorcas 10. D10 is a miss. And I probably mentioned this already yesterday or whatever. I don't know. I'm old, I drink a lot, and I like gabapentin. Well, I don't like gabapentin, but when I try to not do gabapentin, my neuropathy lets me know that that was a poor decision. And I still blame a lot of it on that. You know, even my own doctor was like, not saying that you couldn't possibly be getting. That is a nice railing. Huh. Not that you couldn't possibly. She goes, I'd never say that you're not, because I have heard that. So that's why she came to the conclusion when she said, don't take it when you're awake. Take it like an hour to 2 hours before you go to bed. And so I've been doing that. I've cut 3 out of 4 dosings out of my usage. which is really starting to show in my. I'm about to start supplementing my income with street tread on no. I wouldn't even want to say it because there's people out there that would actually believe it. But what is the street value of gabapentin? I know when it comes to a drug, Greg was telling me it's like, well, he's like, we have a girl in our class, people that are there because they have issues, and she was talking about how she takes she has to take 12 of them at a time to even feel it. You could take 12 aspirin and feel something, probably eventually a ringing in your ears, and if you scratch your finger, you're gonna bleed out. Today is hard. Smile Money says top 10. Oh, Jolson, I won't be a complete dick. I'll give you some cowbell. There. I mean, I'd give you more, but Christine actually came home early from work because she has a migraine. Rich Huff says cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Heaven Hell Spirit says good night, Dick Nozzle. Cheers, everyone. Well, cheers to you, my brother. I hope you're doing well. I mean, I try to get over on the MeWe and interact. A lot of you guys just go back and forth about how you're making your shine and shit, and I have absolutely nothing to add to that conversation. I mean, I haven't even gotten as far as washing my shit to even put it to use yet. I just don't know if I have it in me, It's kind of like I really, really like the idea of loading ammunition, and yet I don't do that. I think if I actually had the setup and the stuff, I would really be lacking on excuses. But like it was brought up, the thing that makes the most sense to load is the thing that's the hardest to get your hands on. So if I was to actually load something, it would be like the rounds for the 7 Psalm and the Mosin. And I'm telling you, Mikey has not been able. He hasn't been able to find shit for me for that. Brass, projectiles. Like I said, if the world was turning upside down and you just had some people in a basement somewhere making you rounds for a Mosin Nagant, yes, you could use a 308 projectile. Is it going to get you what my rifle is capable of when loaded properly? No, because it actually requires a .311 diameter round, and so basically it's kind of like like throwing a hot dog down a hallway scenario. The hot dog still got down there, but kind of bounced all over the walls. Smile Money. Planning on Smile Moneying a new holster as you play operator in your BJ pants. Well. I kind of like this girl's face, but this one's offering just a little bit more in the... Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with the Sharky, I'm starting on the left and working my way to the right. Smile Money. It did not restrict dental work to only emergencies, so you could have had work done. I never said it didn't. I just didn't want to play their bullshit games. You know, you can't come in. You have to sit outside. Oh, wear your mask while you're out in your car. When we call you, you can come into the facility. No. I wanted to be part of America, Smile Money. This whole fucking bullshit of like somehow the mask makes a fucking difference. In all honesty, by now, I don't even want to even waste my time, because it has been more than proven that in most scenarios, the mask did more harm than it helped. And besides that, the bottom line, it's the fucking United States of America. People do dumb shit all the time. Not saying that not wearing the mask is dumb shit. I'm just saying it's America. You should be able to do what you want. If I am sick and I don't want to wear a mask, first of all, it's irresponsible, especially when people go to work. But let's just go with the story for a second. If the mask works so fucking well, then the people that want to wear it and think that it's doing something should have been the only people. There shouldn't have been a mandate. There shouldn't have been, this is what you have to do. If you don't, we will escort you from the building. In some cases, people were getting in legal problems, being arrested, hauled off, blah, blah, blah. I mean, Hitler and Stalin would have been so proud of the way that experiment went. If the mask truly fucking worked, and that person absolutely wanted to wear a mask, and we still see him to this moment in time, I have to say, I laugh. I mean, right in their face. And the people over here that want to live and be free, and they don't want to be told what to do, right or wrong, it's the United States of America. The last holdout of freedom. And to be told, you gotta do this, and you can't get together in groups, and you can get together in thousands of people and burn the fucking city to the ground, but you people can't go to church. Yeah, bullshit. Cobra says maybe Matt can pull Eric's teeth during the next review. Plenty of whiskey on hand to soothe the pain. And Smile Money says back to him, pay-per-view. I'm in. And Cheapo Gun Guy says to Cobra, all it takes is a pair of pliers. Maybe, in my case, maybe a little bit more than just a pair of pliers. Because if that's the case, then I could do it right now. But I'm not. Poco? Hey, what's up? Poco, did I sponsor a Patreon yet? I don't even know what that even means. Mike says, cheers, B. Always becoming the big B. Cheers, Mike. Cold-hearted Bastard says, Ernie 3. E3. What did I say? Actually, I didn't set this board up. I guess anything could have been there. After all, Sharky set up the board and put the fucking carrier in the path of E3. In this case, the person that set this board up at least didn't give you a given. E3 is a misdemeanor. Who can it be talking on my phone? What? Oh. Yeah, that would be great. Maybe if somebody not like you bought your house. Maybe somebody like Jolson. You're killing me, Smalls. Okay, after what he just texted me, I have to be fairly. Jolson, I appreciate you. If it was close to the mic, maybe it was really loud, but the microwaved. She was making some warming up some rice, and the microwave went off, and I saw her trying to get to the door in time. So yeah. Sharky, sub comment, because it has to be done. And cold-hearted bastard gives him 2 crying happy guys because of E3. Smile money. Okay, now with the translation, I can make out the word under. My bad. No idea who this is. So, because of that. Okay, Smile Money, I will give you under $25 and $125, I guess, could sound similar. Poco, Justin's brother, said some stuff to set me off. I went off for a good minute. Justin was rolling. He thought it was hilarious. I've seen Justin do the same. He let Cutlery Lover have it a couple of times. Is that somebody leaving a massage? Of course, most of the time all I ever get is that actually was an important call, sort of. That was Jessica from Proctor Collision, and the new replacement to the new not working eyebrow running light for the Honda is in, and she just wanted to know when there was a couple of hour window that the vehicle could be dropped off. And gee, let me check my schedule, Jessica. Whenever. How about I come up there and just hang out with you for a couple hours? Smile Money, I heard that climate's minor temperature increase is due to the fact that the more of the thermometers have been placed in urban concrete areas. Less thermometers in rural areas. A lot of weather stations have been placed at airports. Airports are not around prior to 1900s. Cobra says, who built the pyramids? It's funny. Pretty sure slave labor. And cheap old gun guy to Cobra. Jew slaves built the pyramids. Watch a little television, huh? Mike, I wouldn't give you money for the Ruger 5.7, Eric. When Jim gave it to you as a gift, just saying, man. But I know where you're coming from and going with it. Cheap old gun guy says, I bid $1.95. No, I mean, I understand the whole thing, but some things, you know, it's a difference between, here, this is a gift. I mean, I've given expensive gifts before, and then the person actually called me and said, well, I'm thinking about, yeah, it was yours. It was a gift. It was for you to do what you want with it. I mean, it's not like it showed up and it said, this is the one and only custom-built Hornet Fixer Special Ruger 5.7. On the other hand, the other one is a 10 millimeter, and that one will go nowhere. Yes, followed by yes, yes, yes. Yeah. And what would you girls like to do this evening? Yes. Din, just stick the nail in like 2 pages of your comic books as a kid. Think of the Brad's girl and you'll be done in a second. Salty, I can't fight the nakedness anymore. I can't fight the... And Mr. 27 says, do it anyway. Poco, YouTube deleted my comment about buying one tire, then shaving it down to match the other 3. Didn't they say something like I could buy a brand new one and then just do a burnout? Or maybe jack that one side up just a little bit so that the power is distributed to that side, and then just sit and roast that bitch. Check it. Nope, keep going. Almost there. Could do it. I mean, what do? Put a tire on a lathe and then just grab like a machete? Okay. Quickly, I'm going to go first, second, third. I like the fact that these two don't have tan lines. Of course, this one spends a lot. This one obviously is with a rich husband or something, because she's really tan. Spends a lot of time out in the sun when the other two have to work. Salty? Okay, you convinced me. I have to stop at the liquor store and get some pink squirrel ingredients, then enjoy it a wild naked. Oh, sorry, that was on the Patreon video. I'm telling you, on Saturday, I will be drinking more than one pink squirrel. And I will be having, and all the rest of the time I will be drinking Harvey Wallbangers. You just have to, as a proper bartender and a constant professionalist, I need to know that my drinks started off quality and throughout the evening maintained a high level of quality. That pink squirrel was a pretty good drink, though. Wish there was a way you could just like stop this slideshow, know exactly what the number was on that, and find it, because I could make it pop up as big as this one by re-editing it. But then you got them guys doing show prep. Poco, Wade is right. If your rear end is locked or limited slip, put a tube in both tires. Also make sure that you use radio tube. Put a patch on the inside of the sidewall as well, and you should be good. Of course, Wade is right. Oh, speaking of that, NIHAP, your package was supposed to be there Thursday. Wade, your package was supposed to be there Thursday. And I believe they both you guys, Phil, cold-hearted bastard, I believe all of your shit was listed as Thursday. Proximity, Phil, you should have yours first, being that you're in Missouri. And the reason that NIHAP's is also Thursday, his went into the mail one day sooner. Oof, man. My girl. Bad. Greetings, Captain. Greetings, my brother. EMT Railfan, I don't know if the AC worked or not in the Dodge, but I bet the heater sure worked great. You know, if you've ever owned a Dodge, you already know that Dodges have quite a myriad of cooling systems in them. Like when you open the front of the diesel, I want to say that you see, like, there's the main radiator, there's the transmission radiator, there's the, I don't even know what that one is doing. There's like four cool or radiators, and I want to say the gas had just as many, but it's a big damn system. And if I start, like, on a day where it is 0, we'll just say freezing or less, it'll run most mornings 15 or 20 minutes before I even walk out and get in it. And I drive, what would it be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, half a mile, 5 blocks, plus the alley, half a mile to get to the quick trip, re-hit the remote start, David J. fucking Brown, hit the remote start button again, take the key out of the ignition, lock the door behind me, or don't lock the door behind me. If someone thinks they're going to steal it, as soon as they put their foot on the brake to shift it in the gear, it immediately dies. And whatever time it takes me in there, come back out, drive another half of a mile plus to get to the entrance to get onto the Bong Bridge to go to Wisconsin. And I'm lucky if the temperature gauge has started to move. Usually it's not even moved by the time I'm to the center span of the Bong Bridge. So it idled for 15 to 20 minutes and then drove another 6 or 7 minutes, and still nothing. The only time I ever saw that needle move was when the serpentine belt ripped, and all cooling of any kind ceased to happen. then it was just rocketing. Thankfully, the Subi is a completely different scenario. Cobra, maybe you can trade the Ruger 5.7 for a few high points. Gonna ignore you. Cobra, put a trailer hitch on the Subi. I'm sure it could pull a tiny trailer big enough for tools. But that's Cobra. See, here's where I guess I would have no excuse if I use some of the money from selling the truck to not only get my remote start, but put a receiver on the car and then purchase a trailer. But see, here's the problem. I don't have any place for a trailer. I have nothing. A trailer would not fit in my garage. And if it did, it would end anything going in or out of the garage. I do not have access to my yard except for the front yard. And between the city of Duluth and Christine, there is no fucking way I'm putting a trailer there. So that means anytime that I need a trailer, I'd have to figure out where I put it and then have to go get it. Cobra, it's a good idea. I have thought of that. I have no scenario for where I could put a trailer. I don't have a huge backyard and it's fenced in. So I would literally lose some of my yard to park a trailer after I pull down fence. Cobra says facial 5. F5. F5 is... What the hell? Looks like someone jizzed on this thing. F5 is a hit. Cheapo Gun Guy, outro pick. Where many a cranium has gone before. I mean, I felt like I was at a fish factory. McLeanyism. So, if you only drank beer, how many could you have before you went night-night? Sharky says, depends on the beer. I'd have to concur with him. I mean, if I was, say, drinking absolutely nothing but bush beer, I'm going to probably spend a lot more time peeing than I am enjoying a good buzz. I don't know, McLean. I couldn't even tell you the last time that... I mean, buzzed is drunk driving, because I've heard the commercials. I couldn't tell you the last time I actually felt, and yes, Lindsay, I got something for you to do. I couldn't even tell you the last time I felt, I don't even know when I felt drunk. I mean, I've come down here and I've done some brewery reviews where I haven't had a single thing to eat all day, which is typically every one of them, except for today. I stopped and had to get some supplies for dinner tonight, and I decided to grab a 30-pack of Busch, and I gave half of them to Mike, and then I got a couple of other things, which I know some of you are like, but I gave a couple of those to Mike, and I had a couple of those. But then Mike gave me a great big container with pot roast in it and another container with gravy. So I actually did something weird today and had lunch. Normally the only thing between when I got up and when I did the brewery review is 32 ounces of coffee, 2 antihistamines, and yeah, that's about it. Yes, now I don't have as much room for beer. Right now she's taking a nap. And I'm drinking beer. See, like I said, some of her pictures are questionable. That last one, spot on. She looks like she just fucked the dog. Guilty. McLean, when can Matt come back? McLean, have I ever told you about my body pillow named Erica? McLean, if I get a 10mm, should I get a Glock or... If you have to settle, get a Glock. Like this. Are we going to believe that the tits are real because the sword is not? That's right. She was in the alternative version called Thrill Bill. Wade, I think standard FBI cant is 15 degrees forward cant. My cross draw rig is adjustable to whatever is comfortable for the user. I wish my love life was as lucky as my winning the Patreon giveaways. There's that. And that. Wade, have you ever heard about the new heated tail light accessory Dodge is adding? It's to keep your hands warm while you're pushing it. I heard that was for Fords. Cobra says Ford started sending little lotion packets to their in their recall notices. And where did I put my shirt again? And is that your wife? Jolson, you should do a whole 4 local collection. Oh. Oh, I've had a few of those, and Jolson, they're not really all that good. Alcohol? Yes. They're like, what, 10 or 12%? Jolson, I know a place that doesn't charge for transfers, but they don't always have someone there to receive at this moment in time. Huh. Jolson, why would you not just trim the holster so the mag doesn't get released? It's actually a big chunk of the holster, and I've got 2 holsters, and one of them, the mag button, I don't think is covered by the holster, but I still find that the mag is popped out because it sticks out so damn far. I think it hits me. Mr. 27 says 53rd. Then he says, stranded on a desert island with no beer, but has a great friend, Wilson Volley. Then he says, no multi-gunman again, disappoint. You hear my balls drop? Jay from Elite Ammunition. Well, Ruger has one good thing for it. They're one of the companies that came to me for proof loads. They proofed their barrels to 80K like FNH does. The Ruger barrel side frame can handle 10,000 over max PSI all day long. Hey, nice job. Matt's not here to hear you say that. Jay, it's hard to plug sidewall since the belts move and act like a saw and cut the plug. It can be done, but it's super sketchy for a blowout. Jay, we have dedicated snow tires for our trucks. Yohama Ice Guard with internal for one of the trucks, and Cooper Discovery Snowclaw LTs for my excursion, since they are all right load rating. Well, with my truck for plowing, it definitely would be stickier if I had straight up snow tires. But the other thing is, you also have to keep in mind that my truck was not a plow truck. It was a truck with a plow, and Jody only plowed his own driveway with it. So that's probably why he mainly had all seasons, because for the most part, besides that, on a plow truck, I guess all seasons are okay, considering by the time that the tire touches whatever has gone down, it's already been plowed. It's not like you're going through snow. There's a snow plow out front. See what I did right there? Oof. Oof the Sharky? Oh. Patreon video. Sharky, Patreon video. He needs to make a pink squirrel. Of course, Salty says it's best enjoyed naked. Sharky, congrats Wade, and the hugs for Chris. Okay, back on the right shit. He says, cheers all, didn't shoot that, and also not riding it, so all good. Oops. Hearted and thumbed down. Sharky, damn, now I need to get over there again to see how I like that VP9. Okay. Sharky, I say we take off and nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Aliens, baby, one of the best movies ever. Yes. Yes. Sharky 3850. Wow, now I ride the rifle. Also, wouldn't mind riding that. Oh, the chick that's not in Paris? Nah, here, they're both about the same, but yeah. I'd ride that for $1. Sharky SH, laugh out loud. Cobra says me too. And then Cobra says SH. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of the West Coast IPAs. I mean, the fact that this one is an 11%er, I'm willing to overlook a few things. That extra, I almost said excessive, not true. With that extra alcohol in there, it's kind of like, I think on its own, kind of creating its own little universe of maltiness. Definitely smooth. For a West Coast IPA / 11% beer, it carries itself extremely well. It's pretty good. Overall, most of the most of the, I guess, I'm gonna give this a 9, and mainly because it has a nice, almost cream ale smooth to it. It has a mix of it's not really tropical fruity. Something's giving it that sweetness. I don't know if this would be one to set aside and see what happened, if it aged or not. I don't know if 11% gives enough juice for that to happen. But it was nice trying it. Bad. Greetings, clubbers. Greetings. Bad. Bad now says Erica sipped on a Reds so sour in his garden beneath the flower. With each tangy taste, read more button, no drop went to waste. His happy hour's finest hour. Rich Huff says, cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Rich. Jolson says, the Two-Hearted Sunny Slopes Club needs more cowbell. Sorry, Jolson. Bad. You could put the cowbells atop your monitor for some airsoft target practice. Then he says you could put the cowbells atop your monitor for some airsoft fun. Then he says, double post, sorry, trying to get past the censorship. They both made it. Okay. My balls just dropped again. Okay, cheers, more than likely. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.